I knew this season's recovery room would be different when God told me to not worry so much about the formalities, not to get caught up in trying to make everything perfect. That doesn't mean you don't operate in excellence, and not to lean towards perfection. Make sure I veer away from that because it's not about performance. The recovery room is about creating a space to encounter God. And when He gave me the theme, Behold, I stand at the door and knock, I immediately knew this wasn't just about an event, this was an invitation. Because I believe this is a season where God is knocking on the places, at the places within them that have been closed off for far too long. Places wounded by disappointment, places wounded by survival, places buried underneath performance, responsibility, fear, and exhaustion. And I think sometimes we think that God only knocks on the spiritual areas of our life, the spiritual places of our life. He wants us to walk in wholeness, and that encompasses all of us. God is not just knocking on the spiritual parts of your life. He's knocking on the door of your identity. He's knocking on the door of your healing, the door of your heart posture. He's knocking at the door of your ability to receive, the door of your authenticity, even the door of your creativity. And He's even knocking at the door underneath everything you had to carry. And what I've been sensing so strongly is that in this transition season, it's not about perfection, it's not about performance, but it's about pursuit of God. This is why the Lord has been stripping so many things off of us. He's been stripping the false identities off of us. He's been amending the divide. He's been removing the distractions and so on and so on. I sense that this season is about openness. This season is about allowing God access to you again, to restore you, to heal you, to return you to your childlike faith, to return you to the fullness of you, the authenticity of you, to return us to the original design. Because here's the thing, healing begins where openness begins. Healing begins when honesty begins. And I believe that this season's recovery room is less about performance. Let's be clear about something. It's never been about performance. It's been about pursuit of God, but you performing. It's about you coming in and taking off the mask, coming from behind the facade. It's more about presence and less about appearance. It's more about encounter rather than simply being encouraged and leaving this place and space the same. Because I truly believe God is calling us, people like you and me, back to ourselves through Him. So join me in the recovery room Saturday, June 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For all of those of you who are in the Fresno and surrounding areas, you want to get here. Tickets are only $35. And to get your seat, go ahead and go to www.warriorlifestyle.org and go ahead and secure your seat in the room now. You don't want to miss this divine encounter. It's going to be full of prayer and worship, prophetic insight. It's going to be whatever God wants it to be. He's already there. He's preparing the way. He's in every space and place in that room, already preparing the way for us to return, to come home to who He called us to be, to drop the weights, to let go all of our inhibitions and simply learn to rest and recover in His presence. Will you join me? Go ahead and grab your seat right now. Talk to you soon.